What is up? What is up, people of today? Oh yes, Wednesday. According to Google, the least active day. But I don't believe it. I don't believe it. It's time to prove them wrong. Is everything set up, by the way? Because I have these new audio thingies. And yeah. As you guys know, I'm still a streaming noob. Arcadius, Uptime. Uptime, can you, for the last time, describe your name so I can pronounce it in the good way? Now let me turn my cell phone. I'm gonna throw it away because people need to learn that it's time for the high value engineers. The high value software engineers, the army, the club. Artisom, Espolette. What is up? And guys, oh, hey, the crypto market, the crypto space is burning. There is blood on the streets. People are crying. People have no clue what's going on. They are panicking. They are literally, they don't know what to say against their wives. They have no clue. They're looking for a good moment to say that they lost everything. Hey, in my community, that doesn't happen. That doesn't happen. Punk, coming from Mark stream. Say hello, what is up? What is up, Punk? What is up? Mark seems a good guy, I'm not gonna lie. I first thought, oh my god, why is this? But he seems like a funny guy, I'm not gonna lie. He seems like a funny guy. So I dropped in his stream. And thanks to him, he told me about the art list because I love this music and I'm sick and tired of this elevator lo-fi shenanigans. So I purchased myself an art list subscription. So we can go at high speed. But we do poker. I mean, and on my stream, we do real stuff, right? We don't write any shenanigans, Netflix clones, to-do lists. I mean, hey, wait, what am I doing? I'm Boyan. Hey, Anthony, I will send the zombie mob to check you out. The zombie mob. Arcadius, fuck, I'm minus 50% on my stocks. Woos. Yeah, I could say, of course I can say whatever I want, right? But I'm out of crypto for a very long time. I did not sell the top, right? I did not sell the top, but I definitely don't have any exposure right now. Yeah. All right. let me go back to my corner, right? In the corner. There, here, wait, here, look at this. Man, this is mirror image. It's aha! You see this? Magic. Magico. Today we're gonna do decentralized shenanigans, right? Get lock. Add player actions, whip. Ioannis, what is up, my man? The microservice guru, the microservice god. How is the sound? The volume of the sound? The music? What do you think? It looks like a Dr. Disrespect intro thingy, right? And the only thing we need to say is Raul! And we need a mustache and all that stuff. And I'm basically half his length. This guy he's a giant. But it is what it is, right? My government doesn't let me invest in crypto. We are super safe. Yeah, you're lucky. You're a lucky man. You see, it's a benefit, but also a feature. Boy, and you were like, what's going on? Send a zombie map. Yeah, send it. I have no clue what you're talking about, but hey. Roberto! Alright. What I'm gonna do, I forgot. I think everything is fine. Wait, just one more thing, guys. Oh, my administration. Holy crap. My administration. Damn. I'm getting sloppy. Here, Twitter. Let all these fake gurus know that I'm online. And that they need to sit down and watch and get good. 20 grams of pure serotonin straightly injected into your brain. That's exactly what's going to happen. A quick notification maybe. And then this, and then this, and then this. Yes, alright. Poker. Pampula, I'm so glad I get to catch today's stream. Yeah, man. I'm happy because you're happy. And if you're happy, I'm happy. Alright, we're gonna do some stuff today. We're gonna do, of course, the double window thingies. Let me make run. I always start my stream with a make run to see what the program is doing. And let us do some gambling. How many make runs do I need to do before I will encounter the race condition we have? Right? There is somewhere a race condition. There is somewhere an inconsistency in adding players to the players list. Sometimes it's very rarely, but it will happen. And the question is, after how many make runs will this happen? And the winner gets nothing. Oh man, amazing. Tinker Bay, just to leave like before it starts. Tinker, my man, what is up? He's an OG. Tinker is an OG. Tinker is an OG. He was here from the beginning, and we are always we're just need to start. So okay, so we can pre-flop, and I think we can also, guys, look what I have. Thunder client, Thunder new request. Look at this. So I can do request from NVS Code. I mean, what is this? I'm gonna test real quick. We're gonna say HTTP localhost. Can you guys hear music? That's a question because. So we're gonna say HTTP localhost. What do I need to do? Your PC spec and camera. I'm thinking of streaming myself. Yeah, you should. It's nice, but it costs a lot of money. And I had the camera. I already had it. So, but I needed to buy a capture card and all that stuff. And yo. Wait, what am I gonna do? 4,000. Let's do 5,001, right? That's the HTTP server address, and then we're gonna say fault. Is that the thing? I forgot. Yes, it is. Error. Taking action before it's done. That's perfect. That's what I want to test. So we cannot fault. Although this guy is folded, we need to make sure we can't. That's one thing we need to do. And the next thing we need to do is nothing. Alright, so that I'm happy that I have this Thunder client thanks to Kamal. Kamal. Clear. Amir. Hello man, is everything alright? Yes man, everything is fine. Today I have a good day. Yesterday was a bad day, and the day before was also a kind of a bad day where I didn't feel too good. I had not a little bit mentally drained, but hey, the show must go on. That's the first lesson I'm teaching people. The show must go on at all times. As a man, nobody cares about your feelings. Nobody cares about your emotions. Nobody cares. And I will say you, before you're actually going to start in the coding, I will say you something else, which is maybe an unpopular opinion, but people like to see you having troubles. That's what people love, because their life is miserable. And if they can watch TV, some reality soap where people having a fight, or where people having financial problems, or where people are fat, for example, you know what I mean? They like to see that. Why? Because it reminds them that they are not the only one, or that there are even worse problems in the world than that they have. So you need to be strong. You need to be mentally strong, physically strong. You need to be a high-value software engineer. Patreon.com/AnthonyGG_. Anyway, let's go. All right, we're gonna do a couple stuff. First of all, if I want to fault and I can't fault, I think it's fault here. Do I have a fault? Man, It's the API, right? It's the API. I want to see what's happened at fault. Handle player fault. Handle player fault. As game fault. Okay, it's here. I don't like that, but hey. Game fault. Okay, cool. Where does can take player action? Here, this one, right? So I'm gonna... I already did this. Here. I already make a to-do. Make a wrapper for this function. Yeah. Handle player fault. Wait. We could do something like this, actually. Just copy this. What's going on here? It's this G listen adder. I'm gonna return. I'm gonna say maybe I should do a println real quick. And can somebody confirm the music volume, if there is any, please? Please, feedback required. Feedback required. ASAP is ASAP. We're gonna say something like I'm taking action. What's going on? I'm still cold. I'm taking action before it's my turn. Yeah. S, I'm gonna say G listen adder. Music is okay. I like the volume today, both yours and background. Okay, nice, Ioannis. I know you're a critical person. I know that. And I like that. I like that. You're the only one that sends these questions. Ask me these questions sometimes, and I like that. So if you say so, it's true. What's going on? G listen adder is %s. Oh, yeah. Oh, why is this an error? What's going on here? I'm confused. G listen adder, that's a string. So what the hell's going on? Oh, is this a linting error? It's a linting error. It's impossible. It's impossible. That's wrong. Make run number 2, right? And we are Gucci. Let's say Tinder client real quick. http//localhost 4001. No, I want a 5001 because he cannot take the action. I want to see what's going on. I'm gonna say fault, right? Send. I'm taking action before it's my turn. Okay, I made a mistake. Look at this. I probably did println and I didn't see it. That's what's going on. Yes, exactly. Oh, yeah. Are we gonna log this? Maybe we're gonna say logrus. Logrus. Error. F. What's going on? Logrus. Man, I need to warm up. I'm not gonna lie. So if we are trying to fault and it's not our turn, then the server, basically the nodes won't allow that it will happen. All the other players won't allow that, but we missed preventing us to changing that ourselves if we take that turn. It's just a convenience thing, and it's basically the client, the UI client that should not the client. This is the client, but the UI that basically should take care of that. But hey, it's always better to. Novan, what up, man? Welcome. Are we gonna make some nice thing? I was thinking about making an atomic int ourselves. Basically wrap atomic so we don't need to copy shenanigans. Okay, this is taken care of. What do I? We're also gonna place bets. Yes, we can fold, but we're also gonna place betties. All ins. Of course, we don't have a way to verify if we have the money, right? That's what we're gonna do not off-chain. That's what we're gonna do on-chain. Basically, we're gonna use any kind of blockchain, maybe just Solidity, Ethereum, whatever, where we're gonna query. But everybody needs. If I'm placing a bet, basically everybody needs to query if that's possible, and that stuff, right? So there are a couple of layers we need to implement in this thing. This is guys, this is no joker. This is no joker, man. I mean, high value engineering, software engineering. All right, so I think we're gonna make this atomic right now because and why do we need this? We need this because we have this, right? This is an atomic value. This is an atomic value, and basically this game status is also an atomic value. 3. Right, and if we want to set these values, we need to do this, right? Set current player turn, and then we need to store these atomically. And we store them atomically, but we don't access them atomically. So basically we are doing very, very bad stuff. So I'm going to say something like type atomic int. Going to be a struct. Yes. I'm going to say value, which is going to be an int32 in our case, right? And then I'm going to say func a. Is it a pointer? Maybe. Atomic int set. It's going to be a value of int atomic man, I my eyes. Atomic. What's going on? Atomic. Store. Yeah. Store int32, and we're going to say the address to a value, like this. And then I'm going to say it's the value. It's going to be an int32, right? Let's copy this function so we don't need to type that much. And we're going to say get, like this, get, and we don't need this. And let me clear the highlights real quick. And I'm going to say, going to be an int32. Load int32. I'm going to say n a value. Can we return this? Probably we can. Alright, it's already been done. Amir, does querying from blockchain costs money? Reading not. Writing it is. Writing costs money. Executing a smart contract will cost you the amount of gas that is being calculated by the computational overhead it costs on chain. Some people don't like it, but it is what it is. That's the way life works, right? I mean, you need to pay for stuff. The sun only shines on TV. You know what I mean? And guys, if you have problems with the high energy prices and everything is getting expensive, there's only one thing you need to do. Make more money. I tell this to my friends and my family, and they hate me. Make more money. What do I need to say? Stop crying, make more money, and it's all good. It costs you maybe more hours, but that's the way it is, man. What do you want? What are you gonna do? Watching Netflix. The only thing you can do is watch my stream. Yes, we're gonna change these things. So where are these things? Set current player turn, right? All right, we're gonna do some. It could end up bad. We're gonna go here. Let's start with player turn first. So we're gonna say that the current player turn should be yeah. And it's gonna be an atomic int, a pointer to an atomic int. Int like this. Ah, god damn it! I need to. Let's go back to the top. I'm gonna say here. Func new atomic int. My hands are so cold, guys. I'm so sorry. Atomic int. Not quite sure what it is. My house is warm, but my hands are cold. Atomic int. Yes, and then we're gonna say something like Maybe we should... Are we gonna initialize this? Maybe we should, right? Or don't we? I think it should. We should have an initializer, a value. Initial value. And we can say... It doesn't matter. We're gonna say value is value. Then we just instantiate it with 0, right? Doesn't matter. Let's speed it up. Here. Atomic int, and then we're gonna say players... Turn. Current player turn. Players turn. Damn, that's nasty. We don't have it. That's no problem. We're gonna say it's gonna be a new atomic int, and we're gonna say 0, right? Fine. So now we set current player turn. That's the reason why we call setters. I don't like setters and getters, and I know on school it's getting taught and everything, but the only way you can use setters and getters if you set something that does something else. And in this case, we need to call set current player turn because we are storing it atomically. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna comment this real quick out. Right, we see here G get current player turn. And I'm gonna say get. Right, you see? And now it's atomically, right? Now you see now we have an atomic get. We are reading atomically. Right, so we have this, yeah. Maybe... look at this. So what we could do here is basically G current player turn like this, and we could say it's gonna be... I don't like this way. What we're gonna do, because it's 1, we're gonna increment it, right? So we could actually do something like func a atomic int. What's wrong with this word? I'm gonna say inc. I'm gonna say... How are we gonna do this? I'm gonna say current value is gonna be a get. Current value plus plus, and then I'm gonna say a.set. Wait, can we do this? Yeah. Or actually, we could also do this, right? Plus 1. Or we could say a get plus 1. I know. Could make it even shorter, but hey. Get current value plus 1. Yeah. Where is this thing? Here. It's very important that we do this, by the way, because we already have some shenanigans going on with a potential race condition. Let me open up to-do real quick, actually. Here, my Jira to-do list. Yeah, just fix this one. Just came across this error. Handle. No. This is a very rare one. This is a legendary. This is a legendary. This is the mirror of Calandra in Path of Exile. Okay, so what we're gonna do here is basically G current player turn inc. Shout out from the Xeno community. What is up, Neftali Chavez? Yeah, some people on Twitter, somebody on Twitter, maybe it's you, was basically telling about it. And I wanna check it out, but I cannot find any information. They say, yeah, developer gets money, but where is the code? I mean, hey, if you want me to develop, I need to see the fucking code, right? I mean, I make blockchains from scratch single-handedly, right? Rust on my left and Go on my right, making blockchains, right? I don't need a team. I do it myself, easy, single-handedly, with some good music and the community. I want to help, but you need to give me code, right? I need to see code. That's what I want to see. I don't want to see documentation. I don't want to see white papers. I don't want to see light papers, blue papers, black papers, chili papers. I want to see GitHub repositories. That's what I want to see. See. And if your current guru, if your current tech guru on Twitter only has a GitHub repository with a React starter repository, get this guy out of here, man. Set current player turn. Again. This is again an increment. Wait, what? This is fault, right? And what is this? Oh, it's player action. Yeah, sure. No. Yeah, this. I'm so sorry. Sometimes, yeah, of course, if a player takes an action, it's the next player. Yeah, I see. And then this is ourself, right? This is our turn, basically. And I don't like this. But hey. Okay, we need to increment, right? We're going to say G current player turn inc. Current player turn T. And then we could say, are we going to delete this? Yeah, why not? Maybe this one. I'm going to... yeah, let's delete it. Let's take the bet. Okay, where are our red lines? Red lines here. G... again. Yeah, well, I will just assume that we need to increment it. G current player turn is going to be inc. Right, like this, delete this, and then I think we are good. Make run and see if that's is that working. And if it's working, then we can do it with the rest. Make run. Boyan, I love you. I love you too. Let's go zombie mob. What is the zombie mob? What's going on with the zombie mob? What's going on? Can somebody explain me what's going on with the zombie mob? It's a second... I'm so curious, the zombie mob. Do I need to Google this or is somebody going to explain me? Please, somebody explain me. The first one explains me. The zombie mob gets... Shut up. Alright, so gunplayer turn. Are we gonna test this? Of course we're gonna test this. Can we do this? And then Thunder client, look at this. Man, this Kamal, man. HTTP. Localhost. 4001. Insider! What is up? How is it going? I see smile. I hear the high-speed keyboard noises. High-value engineer. Back at it again. Once again. It's not back at it again. It's still at it again, right? Still at it again. Okay, we're gonna fault. And then we're not... Yes, current player turn. Why is that? Oh, it's a pointer right now. This is this atomic value. Yes, we're gonna fix this. We're gonna make it clean. Okay, so let's do a folding round. People don't want to play the all of 7 deuce. Man, look at this, how this game is evaluated. It works like a charm. Zero, 1, 2, and now it's 7,000. It is what it is, guys. It's insane. Boom. Everybody is folded. Nobody want to play. What's going on? Why is he pre-flop? Somebody is pre-flop. Yeah, of course. We didn't handle. We didn't have the folding round trips. We are working on that, right? Yes. Okay. Cool. So this atomic shenanigans is good. And I don't know how to close this thing. This request. Can I go outside? I can't. How do I do this? Quit. I can't. I need to use my mouse for this. I don't like it, but it's better than Postman. And I'm still waiting for the zombie mob explanation. I'm gonna Google it, by the way. I'm sick and tired of waiting. Zombie mob. Nothing special. Zenus Zombie. It's Zenus Zombie Map. I see. Zenus Zombie Map Secret Society. Is it that? It's a collection on OpenSea, or is this just coincidence that there is a guy with the Xenu blockchain and then coming with the zombie map, which links to a Xenu zombie map secret society? I don't know. Is this coincidence? I have no clue. I have literally no clue. Jikonaf, love your content, man. Looking good. Thanks, buddy. Thank you, much appreciated. Yeah, now we need to... We have this atomic int. Oh, yeah. I know what we're gonna do first. We're gonna say func. Let's do it here, actually. Func. And we don't need to make space here because the saving will... Actually, why not? What's going on here? A atomic int. We're gonna say string. What's going on here? I'm gonna return... can we do fmts? Gonna fprint or sprint? I think an sprint is good. And I'm so... My hands are so cold. I'm not... sprint f. I'm gonna say... I think I have my... Just a second. Yes, US keyboard. I have my English on and then these quotes are fucked up. And for some reason it keeps changing. I don't know why it is. Maybe after the reboot. Not sure. We're gonna say %d and it's gonna be a value. And it will be a lot better. Make run just to check real quick, and then this is already done. Neftali, what up? Schmolder. Hi, man. Welcome to the chat. Yeah, you see, next player turn. Much better, right? Clean and mean. Stringer interface for the win. Right? Okay, next on the chopping block. Before we're gonna place bets. I'm gonna place a bet. On the player, we have this player actions. That's fine. Player turn, atomic int. Yes, current dealer. Current dealer should be also an atomic int, like this. And then we're gonna change this as a new atomic int. Gonna be 0. People shaking hands, I like it. Firming handshakes. Can't take action. Where is my red lines? Here is a red line. G players list, G current dealer. That's gonna be G current dealer get, right? Hop. Already fixed. Next one. That's the only thing. That's crazy. Easy. Always a make run because we have no tests. Because testing this, at a certain point we should do this, right? At a certain point we could do these small unit tests to see what's going on. But testing this as integration is going to be a pain in the ass. It will clutter up a lot of time and the dopamine levels will be depleted. And tomorrow is no stream because tomorrow is going to be the first day in a year. I'm going out. I take my girl out. I take my girl and my boys out. Yeah. Tomorrow is going to be the night, but I'm gonna be back on Friday. No matter what happens. No matter what happens tomorrow evening, tomorrow night. No matter what happens, I will be waking up at 8 o'clock at its latest. Going in front of my PC and doing all my shenanigans. And at that evening, I will be streaming, no matter what happens. And I will be also hitting the gym, and it's gonna be tomorrow. It's gonna be pool day. Bend over rows. Lats. Latissimus dorsi. Right? Close grip rows. Lateral raises, because yes, that's what we do. And of course the pull down thingies for the everything for the lats. It's my weak point. Latissimus dorsi. Next dealer. Current dealer is this, yeah. But we don't set this thing, so it's alright. Maybe we should. We can do a couple things. We can do, or we gonna try betting. Wait, what I'm gonna do real quick is I wanna have more information logged to the screen here. Let me first see what is players ready. It's player actions, right? It's the player actions thingy. Let me quickly check. Player actions here. Man, what's this? Get out of here. It's a map. I see. Do we do something with this? Not really. Okay, but that's good that we know that. And guys, I have so much plans. Arca, it's Thursday morning. Here already. The future is good. Amazing. The future is good. Yeah, man. Tell me how it is, so I know for tomorrow. Oh man, this world is crazy, right? If you think about that. Yeah. I have some good plans. I have really amazing stuff. I mean, what you see right now, this is only the beginning because, man, I cannot tell anything, but I'm just gonna be hyped because I'm gonna take over the whole fucking space here. It is what it is. I'm gonna. Oh man, I already see it in my head. It's already here, guys. It's already here. It's already on my. How do you call this? Your eyes, but the thing, the small thingy in front of your eyes. How do you call that in English? It's burned inside of that and I can see it. It's a vision. And I'm gonna make it true. I'm gonna make it happen. Because there is literally nothing else to do in this world than that, right? What we're gonna do? Everything is fucked up, right? Economy fucked up, crypto fucked up. So, what are you gonna do? Okay, so can we do something like player statuses or something? Let me see. Player status. Is it with 2 S's? I have no clue, and I don't care actually. So we're gonna say. I think we can just log out this map. It's not concurrent safe to log it out, but it doesn't matter. It's just for logging. So, what can go wrong? There's gonna be players ready. Is it? Yeah, it is. I want to see this because I want to see what bets, who made what bets in a round. You see it if you're touching it. Yeah, this map is. I see what's going on here. Why is this map so weird? What the hell's going on? This is insane. Whoa. What's going on with this player's map? Oh, it's the player's map. Do we still need that, by the way? Huh? Now I'm confused. What am I doing? Anthony! And I think I was spelled wrong actually. Player actions. I'm still living in the past. We had this player map a couple days ago, but we refactored that. It's gonna be player actions. Yes, received player actions, right? That's the thing. That's even worse. Oh, it's the fucking mutex. I see what's going on. For some reason, it's printing out the mutex. Yeah, it's the mutex. So what we're gonna do? I forgot we had the mutex in it. Man, this code base is getting. It's time to split things out, I guess. We're gonna say player actions, and I think we're gonna the received actions. Just print it out like it's nothing. Yes. No, it's just a map. That's good. That's good. Let's fault. Let's fault. We'll kick Thunder client. Let's do this. Boom. HTTP localhost 4001 fault. Can I press enter? Yes, I can. Insane. Yeah. So yeah. Cool. Nice. So we can see, right? We can see the player actions. So 4000 has folded. And can we actually make this cleaner to see? So it's folded, and then what is this one thingy? And then 0. I think it's a value, but what is 0? What is this one? I think it's a player status. Player's map. Sing bull. Player actions, man. What am I doing? Ah, it's a message player action, I see. It's a complete message, right? It's this thing he... It has, yeah. Current action and then a value in. Yeah, I see. Oh, we can see the game status also. That's insane. Player action. Do we... I have an idea, real quick. Where is player action? Statuses, maybe? Actually, we're gonna port that out. Where is game state? Yeah. We're gonna. I think it's a status player action. It's an action, but I think we're gonna move this here. I think it makes sense to move it to this. What's going on? Oh yeah, because we have double thingies. Yes. And I'm gonna make this quickly a string. Maybe this func. We're gonna say PA player action like this. And I'm gonna call this a string. It's gonna return a string. Yes. Yeah, and then we're gonna say a switch case on the string. On this byte, I mean. Switch, please. Switch PA, maybe. Case, player action fault. Like this. It's gonna be, yeah. I'm gonna say return. Check maybe. What's going on? Check. And then I'm gonna say here bet. Alright. And of course we need a default thingy. We're gonna say default. It's gonna be return invalid action or something like this, right? Very important that we have a good logging so we can see what's going on, because it's already too complicated to digest. Man, these tunes are way better than the elevator music. Than the elevator music I had. I know. It's like I said, I subscribe to Artlist and all that stuff. I'm paying to use this music without getting DMCA slap my ass, get my cheeks clapped. Yeah, so and I also have some other cool music, but I think this is this playlist was good. I mean, it is an already existing one. I'm too lazy to make one myself. Oh man, I hate this Thunder client already because I always need to say localhost. I'm gonna say 4001. I'm gonna fault this guy like this. Press enter. Yeah, folded fault, of course. So his current status is folded, which is perfectly fine. He has folded the action he takes, and of course the value will be 0. Yeah, fine. And maybe we need to do a check also. We need to do a lot of these things. Let's do that real quick. We're gonna say API. Let's do this. Well, It's actually easy now. We're gonna say check. We're gonna say handle player check, right? Of course, there is some complication because you can, if somebody checks and the other one checks, that means that the other one can, you see, but everything at its time. Func s API server handle player. Look at this. Check. Muscle memory coming out. What's going on? We HTTP. You can actually copy this. Why not? Yank inside these curly brackets. Then delete this because my clipboard is already full. So I can this and then error. And this. And then we're going to say return JSON. And W. HTTP status. Status OK. And we're going to say byte. What are we doing this? Check. Yeah. And then we're gonna say as game. You see, but you see where we're going, right? I don't like this. As game check. Maybe it's good. Maybe it's bad. Maybe we should do a player action, and then check if the player action is coming from ourselves. Ice Bear, what is up? How is the fever going? Present. Open side menu. Yeah, I see. I see what you mean, Insider. Are we going to do just check? I think it's clean. Why not? Why not? Why not? It's simple. It's easy to understand. Where is my other thing? I wanna where, and I'm having this weird accent lately where I'm pronouncing work, where, and all that stuff weirdly, and I don't know what's going on. I'm look like an Iron Dwarf from World of Warcraft. I have no clue what's going on. And I'm aware it myself. Luckily, because otherwise, what's going on here? G is gonna be game. Check. And then we're gonna say, look at this. That's why I'm not do not like this, right? Because we need to copy this can take action. Actually, maybe we should do something like this, right? To prevent these repetition of code, which is not really bad, but the problem is if there is an error, then you know where I'm going, right? There are a lot of people very scared about repeating yourself because that's the number one rule. Don't repeat yourself. That's true, right? We cannot deny that. We need to agree. We need to agree that don't repeat yourself is very good practice, but sometimes you need to, right? Because sometimes people are so desperate to find a solution to don't repeat themselves that they are basically trying to solve the problem of not repeating themselves instead of solving the problem they need to solve, if you know what I mean. So it's like a double-edged sword where you see where is that where you need to decide, how long is it going to take? Does it make sense? How many times am I going to possibly repeat myself, right? I'm pretty sure accent ladies love accents. Is it? I prefer wet to dry. Amir with the facts. I also prefer wet to dry. It hurts. But dry is Amir, dry is also a luxury problem. Better dry than deny. You know what I mean? That escalate quickly. It is. Sometimes can escalate quickly as long as we are staying within the rules of YouTube. Not quite sure if there are any rules. There probably will be. Wait. So we're gonna make sure maybe we should take action or something. We already do handle action, right? But that's for the other players. That's for the other players. So because then we can say, yeah, player action, and then we can do a switch case here. Maybe an error, actually. Man, too many R's. And then we can say switch here. right? Which you could say, yeah, but that's the same. That's true, but then we can say this, right? We can yoink this, paste it in here. Why is it not? Let's comment this out. We have a switch, which doesn't make any sense. We're gonna switch on the action, right? Like this. And we're gonna return. Actually, we could do an fmt error f, delete this, paste it in here, make a space for this guy so he can breathe, and then it's all good. And then we don't need to repeat ourselves. And then we could do... Shit, we don't return this. Damn. Does this... Please return an error. No. Damn. There is no error, so I don't need to return one. Where's my switch statement? Here. So return. Then we're gonna say I wanna return this fault, right? G fault. Call it a day. And I'm gonna say let's do default, so this guy is not yelling at me. Default. fmt errors f. We're gonna say what's going on here? Invalid. Performing invalid action. And I think it's we can just put the action in here. It will automatically convert this to a string. What's going on here? Because this case statement, yeah, player. It's gonna be player action check. That was we're implementing check. Yeah. I'm gonna say return g check. I want to make these things. Return an error here. Let's return null for now. Amir, don't repeat yourself. I know, man. I know. We know. People can make their own filthy thoughts about it, but we know it's pure engineering related. We know that. Okay, check fault. All good. But I'm thinking to make this actually like this, private. Although everything is in main, so it doesn't really matter. So then we need to in these cases, right? This is a special case, I think. This ready case. Set ready is not really an action. Set ready looks like an action, but it's not an action. It's more of an... I don't know how I can explain it. It's more of a thing. Game check. That's gonna be S game take action. Yes, and then we could say, look at this, how clean is this, right? We could say player action check. You see, this is cool, right? And that's gonna return an error. So that's for an error for the client. Yeah, buddy. Perfectly fine. We're gonna say if r is gonna be r is not nil. Like this. We're gonna say return. Actually, how are we gonna do this? Return ergo. And let our. It is what it is. Siori. Fitiana. Ani Krishna. What is up, my man? Welcome. Man, your names, man. You guys. Man. Take some cool usernames like James or Jimmy or Jonathan. It's easy. It's easy for me. Nice. This is fine. I'm gonna copy this thing and just gonna paste it in. I'm gonna delete this and I'm gonna say that this is a player action fault. Oh wait. My VS Code. Yeah. What's going on? Fault. Sometimes a little bit of relax. Okay, for check, what we're gonna do, we're gonna say g set status. Status. Game status. Check. Do we have this? We don't have that. That's crazy. We're playing poker. Status. We have that. Oh, status. Yeah, I see. We don't have that, yeah. So play ready, dealing, folded. Maybe we're gonna copy this and call this again. And then we're gonna say checked. Or check. Checked, maybe. I'm gonna call this game status check. Yeah, it's like this, yeah. Folded. Checked. Checked. Voila. Voila. What do we need to do if checked? If we checked, then we need to increment the game status, isn't it? Maybe we could do it here. That would be nice. We take an action. We process the action. If it's fine, no error, then we can the next player. Is that a thing? Because we don't, although these messages will be distributed, right? So in a distributed decentralized environment, you can never be sure that the message is coming in sync. But it doesn't matter because we don't allow the player to take in. We don't allow a player sitting 2 positions before another one take action before the player next to us, if that makes sense. So that's why it works. Works. You see what's going on with my... That's why it works. 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 That's better. Where do we increment this thing? Here. Yeah, you see, I mean, here to do NTM, make a wrapper function that can be used for each player action full check. I'm just doing this. Here. No. This will never be hit. Is that a thing? Yeah, that is. You're literally trash. We need to wait until these guys are processed. Actually, I have the best idea in the world. I'm not gonna lie. Defer func like this. Look at this, guys. I'm gonna do this and call it a day. No, we can't because if there is an error, we cannot. If there is an error, we are still gonna set the current player's turn. We're gonna increment that, and it's not good. That's not good. Of course, this returnal is useless. I know. We could do some trick with the error to fix this. We could do some trick with the error. We could say like this. This is actually nasty, but sometimes you can engineer cool stuff. That's the error, right? So it's already initialized. I'm gonna say if the error is not nil. And we're gonna do this. Of course, now we need to say R equals this, return. I know this sounds weird, but hey, sometimes I'm a weird person. You see, and then here we just return, right? Actually, we don't need to. Actually, we can. We can do this in a couple ways. We can do this, and this will work just fine. You see? Although it doesn't make any sense, I'm gonna lie. Because the error will be set here, right? And then we have a defer func here, which will basically make sure that if the error is not nil. No, what am I doing? What does defer do? I will explain. If error is nil. If the error is nil, right? Only if the error is nil we can do this. Yeah, I mean I don't need to document this because it's right here. If the error is nil, we increment the player's turn. Defer func basically means that run this just before the function returns, and that does not mean, for example, return. For example, func here, right? But you can do that in Go, right? Return a function. Defer means return before the stack. Right before the stack returns. The whole stack. This is in the stack. It's all sitting on the same stack, right? So defer will be called here, if you know what I mean. Not here, but defer will be called here, right at the bottom. So that basically means that we are always guaranteed that it will be executed, but the problem is that we need to have this error, because otherwise we are setting the current player's turn, we incrementing this, but we have an error, so we can't, because there is an error probably means that that the player made a mistake or something, right? Of course we cannot do this, although I want to return here, to be honest, but then I need to do this, right? Error, early return. I know, it sounds a little bit awkward. And to be honest, what we can do is, to make it even more cleaner, is do this actually, right? I think that's cleaner. Actually, because I don't like these named return statements. I don't like it actually. We're gonna say add is this, add is this, add is this. Then we're gonna say here, and then we're gonna say if the error is not null, we're gonna return the error. Refactoring functions. What's going on here? I think this error is... What's going on? Ah, it's another scope. A switch is another scope, man. We could do var. You know what? Fuck it. R. Actually, we should do var, to be honest. No, we don't. We're not gonna do it. Well, like this. That should be good. What's going on here? Yeah, I see. Because we're returning indirectly. Let me see what it's telling me. Errors should not be capitalized. Okay. Fixed. Fixed, boys and girls. Go on, let's bump this. Let's bump this stream a little bit up, right? Give all. Hey, and for the people that are watching, if you're not subscribed, consider subscribing to my channel. If you like the videos, the value and the streams I'm providing to you, give me a thumbs up. Join the Discord, very important, because in the Discord is where the magic happens. It's all for free, and I'm giving vlogs about my life, motivating you, and teach you everything I know. I have founded multiple businesses, and most of them failed, so I can prevent you making the same mistakes. And I worked basically for every single company. Not for every single company, but I worked for a lot of companies, did a lot of things, wrote a lot of programming languages, got fired a lot of times. So I have a lot of... I went through some very, very bad shit in my life. So I can teach you something. I can. Not your average tech guru. And I'm also jacked as fuck. It is what it is. You cannot deny that. I can show you pictures. Even your fitness guru cannot tip on. It is what it is. I'm the real deal. And the only thing is, I'm not promising you Ferraris or millions. That is something I cannot promise. The only thing I can promise you is value and knowing stuff. That's the only thing. Knowing stuff how to do. Making things happen. That's the only thing. And the rest is up to you. But that's the logical... That's going to be the logical consequence of having knowledge is that you're gonna have some value in your bank account. But how much? I cannot decide that for you. What are we doing? We're doing function shenanigans. Of course, this is gonna be bigger, right? So is it gonna work? Do we have the check already in API? That's all set up, and let's make the space a little bit closer. So we can check. Yes, let's go. Let's go for it, right? Let's make this happen. I think this is the 5th or the 6th make run. Maybe the 7th. And I think we didn't have any race condition yet. Alright, so what are we gonna do? Thunder client, of course. And now it's the left window. HTTP localhost 3000. No, 4000. Yeah, 4001. We're gonna say fault or check. Let's test check first. Boom. Nothing happens. Taking action before it's my turn. Taking action before it's my turn. Although we checked here. Something is not quite right. Let us be honest. We made some mistakes. G game take action player check. Okay. But why are we checked then? No. Amir, listen. Very, 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 very good. Found. But it isn't. Go states, go switch statements don't work like that. In Go you can do this. In C you're fucked. I know. But hey, very, very nice. You see this. You saw it. Very, very well. Pay attention. But in Go it doesn't work like that. What are these guys with these Zenith stuff, man? What's going on? Linegan. How players will communicate each other in case of NAT. Not sure. I'm not sure what you mean. Elaborate. Elaborate a little bit if you want. I think I know where you're going, but maybe if you be a little bit more specific. So the weird thing is, let me open up. Because I want to be fast. What the fuck is going on? Lunar Comet. Just a second. Request, please. Please. Yes. So we're gonna do this real quick. Because with this thing is good, right? The Thunder shenanigans is fine. All right. Let's check. We fucked it up, guys. I'm gonna lie. Asbear, sleep tight, my man. God damn it. We fucked it up. I'm gonna lie. Cannot fault, right? It's pair action, huh? Yeah. God damn it. Something is wrong with this check thingy. I don't know why we set our own status, because we say if cannot take action, we return. Actually, why do we... Why are we doing this? It's an interface. It will make the string happen on the screen. No worries. Slash check. Yeah, I see. So we do handle players check. Is this right? And then we go to player action. Here. If you can take an action, then we will go to check, right? Ah, yeah, of course. Yeah, see. Oh, la 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 la. Big mistake, huh? We need to, guys. We need to send it. We set our status, but everybody needs to send a status. We need to broadcast this thing. Where do we do this? We have some broadcasting shenanigans going on, right? Here. Yeah, this status we need to... man, we need to do a lot of things. Wait, let me quickly see. Where do we do our under action? Here is game fault, right? Here. This we need to make this. Yeah. What's going on, guys? Like this. Yeah. And actually, you can already see what's happening, right? It's again duplicated code. So in this case, we say check and you could say send broadcast. I'm gonna say broadcast player action. We're gonna call this player action. Status player action. We also need a bet, a value actually here, right? If you want to bet. The question rather is, are we... I don't think I'm gonna do it, because let's do it for now like this. I think we have... Is it time? It's time. Nobody placed his bets, so I cannot give the reward. But it's time. The race condition happens after a couple of 10, 15 times, I guess. But it is what it is. Pre-flop. Yeah, let's check. Let's check, right? Checky check. Check like this. Boom. Send. Yes, that's perfectly fine. People are sending. Checked. It's all good. Where is my VS Code? What's going on here? Yes. Let me see. Yes, next player turn. Everybody incremented the player turn. Perfectly fine. One guy is checked. Okay, cool. So now I can do the next one. For example, the next one is going to say, yo... Yeah, if you fold after a check, then you're a retard. So everybody's gonna check. Maybe I'm gonna fold. This will give us an error. Perfectly fine. Taking action before my turn. Nothing has happened, right? Why is everybody pre-flop? No, it's fine. The problem is that this guy doesn't have his player actions because he took the action himself, right? And that's why it looks like we are all in pre-flop, but that's not true because these guys have a bigger log line. So it's all Gebeterino. Yeah. According to plan, everything is fine. So we can check. Of course, we need to do this logic where if you check and another one checks and another one checks and everybody checks and it's back on the... You see? There's a lot of logic, but we're going to handle that later on. This can be deleted. Just one more thing I want to do is maybe find a solution, but maybe we should do bet first or we should do the complete round trip first. That's a question. I think best betting first. Let's go to API. We need to make a bet, and the thing is, with betting, we need to handle player bet. We need to have a way to do this. We're gonna say func as server handle player bet w http response. What's going on here? Response writer r pointers http, and I'm thinking that's why I cannot type. What's going on? I'm thinking on, are we going to do a get request or just a post? That's the question, because we could perfectly do a get request here. Right, we could say bet, but we don't have, oh, we do have mux, so we could say this, right? Value. Actually, why not? It doesn't matter. Post and get requests do matter for privacy reasons, and you should check my previous video with the JSON API. Videos of the JSON API series that I'm making. Although maybe you can already implement that, I know, but there's one particular piece I'm talking about. Why we should not do a get request with the bank account number, although a bank account number it's private but also not private, right? Because if I want to send you money, you need to give me your bank account number. But still, doing a get request with a bank account number will make that publicly seen in your history of your browser, right? So if you're living with your parents, your mother, your brother, or friends, and they go into their history, they can see all the GET requests and they can see bank account numbers. So is it a problem? I don't think so, but still, it's not. The more privacy, the better, because they can see all these Pornhub bank account numbers, and that's not good. What's going on with my music? Did I completely did this thing. That's crazy. The whole playlist. Let's do it again. Why not? So that's why you get it. And a post request, you don't have that, right? In a post request, you basically, although if people really want, they can see it, right? They can see the bank account number somewhere in your post request in your history, but still your mother, your brother, and your family, your friends, they won't see that directly in the history, if that means. But hey, we're playing poker, nobody cares. So we're gonna do a GET request. API server, yeah, Amir. We're gonna do a GET request just for the sake of, and we don't need to JSON Marshall and everything. What we're gonna say is basically bet value maybe. Bet value, that's gonna be a string, right? That's gonna be mosquitoes, mux vars. Is it mux vars? Yeah, request. And then we're gonna say bet value. There's going to be a string conf add a to y of the value string. And I'm going to say if there is an error, I'm going to just return the error like this. And then here we have the value. What are we going to return here? Not quite sure. Sprintf gonna do real quick, or maybe, yeah. Actually, you could do. No, it's fine. Is still my keyboard again? And this, why is it my keyboard going crazy? It needs to be at US layout. I'm gonna say the value. I'm gonna be. It's gonna be floats, man. We don't gonna allow floats. No floats. Floats are bad. Floats are bad. We could actually say, damn, we need to have this value here, right? I'm gonna say player action bet here, and then we're gonna say RSG bet, and then we're gonna say the value. Yeah. I think we're gonna G game bet error G. We don't have a game status bad, or what is this? It's a player action actually. The game status stays the same, right? Yeah, I see what's going on. I was thinking about these game statuses, about specific things, specific phases in the game. Dealing, folded, checked. But pre-flop, you can be checked in pre-flop, right? And you can be checked in turn, and you can be checked in the river. You know what I mean? The same thing, you can have a bet in all of these things, right? Damn, how are we gonna solve this? Again, another day, another problem rising up. And we were making speed today. We were making stuff happen. Ay, caraca. How are we gonna solve this? It should be, the game status should be the same in his bet, right? It's the only thing that changes is we're just gonna take this action, right? There's not really logic we need to do here. The question rather is, all these functions are basically the same. The only thing that is different is the action. And we're also not keeping track of this. What's going on? Let me think about this, right? So if I see, it's not here. These are basically actions we take ourselves. Yeah, this is actions we take ourselves, and this is basically take action. Yeah, that's this. We take this is take action ourselves, and this is handle player action. This handles. Maybe you should say other player. Yeah. Handle players. What's going on? Who's calling this? What's going on here? API probably. Oh, what's going on? So the only thing we do if we take an action ourselves is set the status, which I am actually doubting to set, and then we broadcast. So I'm actually beginning to think that we don't need this, that we can put everything. We can rewrite this thing completely, actually. And why is this not working? Yeah, we need this value, I see. I see. What's this? Oh, this is 0, right? Because how can we track? We have that in the player actions map. We have that in the player actions map. We could do something like this, right? We increment the player's turn and then we send this message. We're going to say the action is going to be the value. It's going to be the value here, right? Player action fault, that's not true. It's going to be the player action, which is basically the action. And why? Hey. Yeah, that is game status check. The question is, we need to have a global state. I think we need to have phases. Where the game is checking what kind of phase we are. Which we have, right? It's the status. Okay. So we need to have the current status of the game. And I think it's gonna be... But also what we should have is basically, for example, a current player status, right? The current status of the player, which is gonna be an atomic int, right? And that could be completely different. That could be a player action. Maybe we could call it last player action. Is that of the current player action? That's what would be good? I think current player action is be better because last, because that could be confusing, because if we call that another function, it does not even matter. Even if it's the next round, if we say the current function before we're gonna do something, we know. Yeah. We're gonna say current player action. It's gonna be an atomic int. Oh man, it's complicated. Player action, which is gonna be a new atomic int 0, like this, and then handle adder player action. What the hell is going on here? You know, I'm gonna keep it like it was. Handle player action, I think that's good. What's going on with the API? Handle player bet. Handle player bet, I don't see any problem. What's going on? Tell me what's going on. I'm trying to find. Am I getting blind? Is this the moment I'm getting blind? API server. Oh my god, Amir, you were telling me this the whole time. You were telling me this. I saw this API server, pointed to API server. I think for 15 minutes in the chat, and I think, what is this Amir doing? Maybe, I don't know. Maybe it's just want to communicate API server. Yeah, I thought, yeah, nice Amir, good job. But you basically want to help me, and I had no fucking clue. That's the thing. But sometimes you don't see things. I know, my bad. Thanks to Amir once again, man. I think it's you and Kamal. You and Kamal, you are competing for the top chat contributors. You and Kamal. I think Kamal is still number 1. But you're coming very close, so who knows? Who knows? You're number 1. I'm gonna make some leaderboard or something. I don't know. Yeah. So normally we were setting here. This is something else. This is player action. That's a completely other thing. It's here. This bet. Here we are setting these actions. We could. Do we need to do something with that action? Henry Christensen, what is up? Kamal is a good programmer. He made a framework. Yeah. I'm not close. Amish. Come on, man. Have a little bit of self-confidence. Of course you're coming close. He made a framework. You can also make a framework. You just, like I mentioned, you need to be a specialist at the moment. You need to be one. So if you want to make something, specialize, make it happen. Look all the repositories, copy good behavior, and it's all gonna be work just fine. My mind just worked like a compile. Yeah, it is. I can see. The question is, we could actually just say, for example, here, right? We could actually just do this, and we could say, yo, and we could say. But it's not gonna work. It's not gonna work for a long time, for a very long time. It's gonna be good until it's not gonna work anymore. We could say this: G. Current player status. No. Is it well? Current player action. We're gonna set that. We're gonna say that the current player action is the action that is just being performed. Oh no, we need today's set, right? We can't use atomic file. We can, but the problem is because it's an int32 underlying, but actually a type, but it's an int, right? We did this already. Where is this? Here. How do we do this? Where are we, man? My mind is fried. It's almost time, guys. It's almost time. I'm gonna paste this in here so I have a reference on how this works. It's like this, right? And then this maybe. Is it? We can't. Maybe I can do this just like this, right? Yeah. Okay. Cool. I see. Fine. We got it. So the problem is, if you want to get this, it's gonna be nasty, right? G current player action, we set this, and then we are good, right? So we take the action, we see if we can take it, then we set our current action to that action, then we're gonna increment the player turn, then we're gonna send that we place this action. Of course, there need to be some validation sometimes. Corbin, what is up? What is up, Corbin? Welcome once again to the army of the high-value software engineers. And if you are not already subscribed, ladies and gentlemen, I highly consider doing that. Jump into the Discord. And if you really want to take your level of programming, your level of being a high-value software engineer in life, being mentally strong, being physically strong, being programmatically strong, I highly consider also checking out my Patreon page, where we are building currently, there, a decentralized, distributed, content addressable storage. Basically, the Google Drive, but without a central authority. And also the trading series for the people that wanna do quant trading. I'm basically put that a bit on hold, right? This market making series, because apparently not a lot of people, apparently to YouTube, not a lot of people were interested in it. Maybe I had a bad thumbnail, maybe it's a bad explanation, I mean a bad title or something, I have no fucking clue. But I'm going to continue that series, and for the Patreons, we are going to do arbitrage trading, like real arbitrage trading setup, aggregating order books, spotting opportunities, and arbitraging between all these exchanges, but not FTX. My bad. Not FTX. We're going to use smaller exchanges, but low volume, high commission on incentive programs, liquidity incentive programs, and low cap coins. And if you already somewhat into quant trading and your other YouTuber didn't told you about the terms I just told you, that's because he doesn't know any shit. Because he's trash garbage and he does not know anything. Alright. But you won't be rich. That's a problem. I cannot promise you to be rich. That's the thing. That's why I don't have a lot of views, because I'm telling you the truth, right? You're not gonna be rich overnight, right? I'm so sorry. I can learn you everything, but the rest is up to you, my man. So if you want to follow somebody that is protecting you, then you should follow me. I will not scam you or telling you lies like everybody else. Anyway, can take action. I think this should already work in some sense. This is gonna work perfect, fine, right? You can delete this. Look at this. You can already delete code. This should be, because it's gonna be something like this, right? So we're gonna say if I don't like with switch cases. Not quite sure why. I love to do these things, like if action, for example, is player action fault, for example, right? Then I do this, right? And I return something. Why do we have this error still? Why do we... What's going on? We don't need it. I had this named return statement. I can return null here. But we cannot return here, right? And I do just this, right? I copy it. That's how I like to work with ifs. If action is player action check. Yeah, like this, right? Do logic here. Do logic here. And you could say, well, it's not performant. It's not performant code actually, to be honest, because if you look at this, it depends. You could say this is not performant code because you will check this and then it will check this and then it will check this, even though we know it's not going to be. But the compiler will compile it like that. You know what I mean? A lot of compilers are smart and they will compile it already with in mind that if you hit this, they don't check the rest. If you have a smart compiler. Of course, yeah. Back in the days, that was not clean, not performant code. I don't like switch. I don't know what it is. Yeah, I think this should be good. Let's test it out. I think there's gonna be issues, but hey. What is this? 196. I don't know, yeah. VS Code sometimes. Pre-flop. Everybody in pre-flop. Yeah, buddy. Where is Postman? Let's do 4001. Boom. Folded. Fine. Everybody is folded. Everybody is next player turn is 2. Fine. Preflop, preflop, preflop. Yeah, the status is preflop. That's fine, right? So although this guy, you see, I'm gonna stop. Yeah. So you can see that this guy folded, right? And his status is still preflop, but that's because it is, right? The status is still the game status. Maybe we should call it game face or something, right? It's still preflop. Although he's folded. So how are we gonna check this? And I think I like. I'm pretty happy with the direction I'm going with this, because now it's gonna be very clear if we. Where is this ticker? Do we have a ticker? Ticker, yeah, here. Where we gonna say here, for example, player actions status. We're gonna say game status, right? And then we're gonna say here. We're gonna say current player status or something. Or actually, we could say just player status, to be honest. Gpint current. And now I'm curious how we gonna get this atomic int, which is actually a status. How we gonna fetch it? What is gonna be? G current player get. Is that a thing? Status get. Yeah. And why is... Did we make a mistake? G current player status. Undefined. Oh yeah, of course, I see. It's capital. No, it's not. What's going on? Did I call this current player turn? Current player action. Yeah, it's the current action of the player. I need to imprint this in my brain. Imprint this, because man, we're gonna say, let's call it like this. We're gonna say current player turn, like this, right? And then we're gonna say it's gonna be current player turn action. Man, I'm so fucking idiot. Action like this. Yeah, current player action. Yes, get. The question is, what is going to return? It's going to return an int32, but actually it's a status. So we're going to see a number instead of a name. That's the problem. I will answer your question in a moment, Amir. You see, the current player action is 0, right? And I would love to have... Actually, we could, eh? We could. Let's player action, actually. I'm gonna answer your question, Amir, real quick. Okay, let me do this real quick. Boom. Taken care of. I'm the taking care. I'm the bringer. I'm the bringer of making things happen. Make run. Amir, that's an expensive game, because anyone who changes his status, you have to write the blockchain and have to pay the gas fee. Yeah, no, Amir, you're thinking right, but you're wrong in this game. Invalid action. That's because it's action 0 and we started +1. I know exactly what it is. It's fine. So, listen, we need to separate. Let me quickly. Oh my legs are still sore, man. I was squatting. Not my highest weight, but like 120, 130 kilos is rep range 5 to 6. And yeah, still hurting. So basically, our poker game is what we're writing right now in Go. Yeah, it's 0, Corbin. Exactly, it's 0, and we are starting from 1, right? And that's why, yeah, that's why it is. Invalid action, it's fine. Maybe we should initialize this with something else, with action none or whatever. Idle. Anyway, so Amir, our game, what we're writing is basically a decentralized poker, peer-to-peer poker, but the server, right? The servers, the network servers are written in Go, right? And each of these statuses we are doing, each of these message communication, we don't need to have a blockchain for that. We don't. That's BS. That's bad. It's not good. And we don't need to, because everything is secured, right? We have this encryption dealing mechanism that will make sure nobody can see the cards and yada yada yada. And everybody has software on its node, right? Everybody runs this poker engine, and each of this software will verify, right? It will verify if a status or an action that is being taken is valid or not, right? And if it's not valid, it won't happen. So what happens if somebody does something that's not good, then the game will not proceed. So nobody will lose. The only thing that will happen is that all the other players will have enough of your bullshit and will just go to another game. Nothing can happen because we are programming it, right? We already say if you're taking an action, you can't. Nothing happens, right? If you do this, blah, 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 nothing happens. So that's a decentralized. Everybody will run that code and everybody will agree upon that, right? Of course, for the payments, we need to check the blockchain because we cannot guarantee double spending and blah, 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 all that stuff. We cannot guarantee that, right? So we need to have, or we do it with a centralized bank or a centralized payment provider, which is completely not what we are trying to do. We are making this decentralized because we are the people of the future, eh? And so that's why we need to have a blockchain. So each time we do a bet, we can register that, for example, and then other people can verify if the bet you registered, the amount you send it to them, right? The amount you broadcast to them in the game is exactly the bet you registered on the blockchain, and also they can check if you have enough amount, if you have enough money. That's the only thing. That's the only thing we're gonna check. And I think, and correct me if I'm wrong, if we do it like this, it should be secure. And we are very performant because we write our own decentralized logic in Golang with our mechanisms. And we implement with Solidity or another smart contract on any other chain, whatever. It doesn't really matter, right? We write whatever we want to write, right? Can be Solana in Rust, I don't care. It can be Solidity, no fucking problem. And if it, I mean, no worries about that. We just pick the simplest thing, which should be Solidity. And that's how it's gonna work again. Does that make sense, Amit? And if you have questions, please feel free to ask. No problemo. Yeah, we are getting this invalid azione. That's normally. So let's fix it. Well, let's fix it. I mean, let's do a status. Hop. Let's say fault. Boom. Yeah, okay. Our current player status is fault. Muy bien. Our game status is pre-flop, which is we are folded in the pre-flop. Does that make sense? Folded in the pre-flop. The next player is 2. Player actions, we don't have received any actions from other players, so it's all fine. Right? And now we can see we have this issue, right? This a little issue here. Then we can see that the player actions from all the other players, we can see that this guy, 4000, is in pre-flop, but he folded in pre-flop. It's beautiful. This is so beautiful. How about this music? Listen, guys. Embrace. And breathe in. And breathe out. Because we are the army of the high-value software engineers. And if we wake up and we don't feel too well, and we are a bit sad, and we are emotional, wrecked, cracked, the only thing we say to ourselves is that the show must go on. Man, that was on the beat, man. It's crazy. Oh, man. It was crazy. It was on the beat drop. Insane, man. If any movie or television program wanna send me a mail, business inquiries, ndm@gmail.com or something like that. Look it up. Go to my Patreon page and subscribe first, and then we can talk. This is beautiful, right? This game makes sense for me. It makes sense now with all these actions and yeah. It makes sense. Fine. It's just a little bit can be hard to understand and to read. I'm not gonna lie. You're right, but still. Good. Ticker, current player action, all fine. There's one thing I wanna make sure is that if we where is the thing? It's G current status. Current status is something that's still not an atomic int. Maybe we should also send our current player action. That we dopamine. Corbin. Maybe we should also send our player action, to be honest. Maybe we should like should we? Because we're gonna do a lot of validation, right? This I know. This is the basics. We're gonna do a lot of validation. What's going on? Who's outside? Like this. Of course, these things I know. That's for later on, right? Let's do this. Comment it out. My nose is itching, and it's not from sniffing. I don't do that shit, but maybe I look like that. That's not true. All right. Man, we did good progress. You see, because the hardest part, we know. We were struggling in the beginning, right? We were thinking about messages and how we're gonna broadcast and all that stuff and all that peer-to-peer shit. But now things are coming together. Right now it's we did check bets and we made sure that we refactor some stuff. We made atomic ints. Maybe one thing I wanna do before some questions and some chilling is I'm gonna make this. Wait, let me. And I'm gonna spread things out because it's getting too wild. I'm gonna say here's this, paste it in. Do this, paste it back in, paste it again, really fine. Can you share your playlist? I can't. I can. I actually can. It's an artist playlist, but I can. I'm not quite sure if you access it because it's a paid thing. It's a DMCA copyright free tool for creators like me who are streaming and don't want to get clapped on the cheeks by YouTube. You know, DMCA strike 1, strike 2, strike 3, and it's done with Anthony GG, and you can all go back to the other guys, and that's not what we want. Let that stuff. What I'm gonna do, this game status, well, I don't like that, to be honest. Current player action is an atomic int, but it's actually it's an action. It's a player action. Do we care about this? We could do something nasty with if we really want to, because we have a lot of these things, right? Where, and maybe probably in the future more, where we have these atomic ints that are basically statuses, because we're using int as a status. So we could make something like you know what I mean? Like a game status, whatever, right? Game status, you see? Or a player action in this case, to be honest. Like this, player action. Something like that, right? The question is, do we need to really need to invest time into that? I'm not quite sure. Probably not. What? Then we actually cast it to think. Yeah, I think we're gonna use atomic ints, to be honest. We can just cast it, and it's sort of responsibility, right? Atomic int, like I mentioned before. There is no need, if somebody can drive a bike, there is no need to put side wheels, right? No need to put side wheels. If you make a mistake and you break your nose because you couldn't drive straight, that is your fucking fault, right? We don't need to invest another programming language to prevent you from making mistakes. I think that's it's a double-sided sword. Of course, we want people to write better code. So we're gonna make programming languages that will prevent you making mistakes. Why do you never understand how real programming languages will work? Because you're using programming languages for the pussies of this world. Like Rust, for example. As I write Rust myself, but it's the same thing, like, yo, time to Apex. Bye-bye, Corum. It's the same thing like, yo, you can't program. You do not know how memory works. So here is Rust. Something like that. It's double. I like the language. I like the idea, but it's a double thing. It's the same thing with your kids. Okay, kids? Driving your bike is too dangerous. Here are 2 side wheels for the rest of your life. And then you put out the side wheels, and your kid will break his nose because even as an adult, you will break your nose because you never learned how to drive a bike without side wheels. That's actually a very good analogy, or whatever that's called. Game status. That's going to be a new atomic int. Like this. It's going to be... Damn. What was it actually? Game status connected. Okay, cool. New atomic int. Game status connected. Is it like this? I know this sounds weird, I know, but it is what it is. Get. Of course we can't, because we need to cast this. But it will work. Work. Damn, if G current status is gonna be G current status get. Like this. I see what's going on here. Why do you use atomic int? It's because you are using multi-threading in some way, yeah. Yes. Actually, I'm not sure, to be honest. Yeah, because we are setting these values also from the API. It's only from the API, maybe. Do we really need to? That's a good question. Probably not all of them need to be, but why not? Because maybe there is some way we are gonna The API can access them. The game is accessing them. We are setting them and changing them if players send us messages, which will also happen in another Go routine. So there are like three ways, and all these players can send messages. So for each message, we will open up a new routine, and so yeah, it's nasty. So why wouldn't we? Why wouldn't we do that? That's safer. We could use a mutex, but if you need the mutex, then you need the mutex for all these integers. And that's very costly. So that's why we're using an atomic int, so we can store and load very easily, very cheaply. And that's why I'm making this atomic int, so we don't need to set, get for all these values, and we have just an atomic int. And then we can call set, get from that atomic int. And of course, some of these values or statuses are basically enums. Well, enums are basically constants that are incremented automatically. Basically, kind of an enum in Golang. And that's why we need to do this conversion from that status to that int32. It's a bit nasty, but it works. G current status set, and that's going to be this value. Right, and that's going to be an int32 casted to this value. Yeah. Delete this. Are we still having this stuff going on? I think we're good. Just one more thing in server is a problem. Where is the red line? Get. Right, you see what I mean? We are getting it in server, in game states, in routines from messages from players. So it's filthy. Game status. Look at this. Now we're talking. Running like a charm. Raindrops. TikToks. Great clocks. Big clocks. I'm on the move. I'm on the move. What's this? Aha! Here! This is like I said, this is the mirror of Calandra. The mirror of Calandra. It's basically Thunder Fury, Blessed Blade of the Windseeker of my program. An error that is so rare that even the highest paid weapon in RuneScape, it's so rare. We received the encrypted deck from a wrong player. That's actually nasty. That's a very, very nasty bug, and it's. I already mentioned this in my Jira, which I don't have my to-do list actually. Right here, this one, handled message. Received encrypted tag from the wrong player. We need to fix that. And I think one of the previous streams is going to be the bug fixing issue, where we're going to try to fix them all. And try to fix some to-dos and do some cleanup so we don't stack our program with nastiness. Okay, what do we need to test? This invalid action, that's fine. Maybe we should make an idle or something. And you see, it's yeah, we have a complete corrupted game. Yeah. It's data race condition. Make run. We will fix it. And no worries. No worries. Yo. Yo. That's muy bien. I like it. Muy bien. All right. Let's test real quick, and then we're gonna do some question. Where is my postman going? Here. Let's see, fault. Shit. We still have corrupted game. What's going on? Maybe we fucked it up now with the list. Yeah, man. Yeah. I'm pretty sure if now it's I think now we're doing things in a good way. Why and that's the reason why it actually not works. Oh, it's still. We need to fix that. Next episode we're gonna fix that because it's crazy. Game status is 5. That's. Yeah, that's because, oh man, let me quickly fix this first because I don't wanna game state. It's because we need to game status G current status. That's gonna be a get like this, and then we're gonna do this, and then say game status like this. That should be fine. Okay, no issues. Sending messages. Everybody's ready for the pre-flop phase. Everybody is in pre-flop, perfectly fine. The next player turn is the next one. That's fine because we just dealt, right? We dealt. This is fine. Okay, cool. We are on the track. Everything according to plan. Boom. Folded, perfectly fine. Okay, he folded. Pre-flop. Next player turn is 2. Everybody incremented is state 2. Next player is 2. Perfectly fine. Everybody is still in this invalid action thing. We need to fix that. It's just a wrong thingy. Doesn't matter. I know what it is. And then we can see that every other player knows that player 4000 is in pre-flop and folded. So it's fine. Yes, and then we can do check and all that stuff. Let's check real quick. Let's check. Let's do 4000. Let's do the next player is 5001 API server. And then we're gonna say check this guy. Hop. Checked. It's fine. Let's see what's going on. Let's see what's going on. Okay, well it's a little bit nasty with the logging, I'm not gonna lie right now, but everybody's at next player. Everybody incremented next player. Something. Yeah. Ah man, something is wrong I think with this map. No, it isn't. Wait, it's hard to see. Let's do it like this. Why are we folded? Yeah, that's true. We're folded, yes. I'm missing. No. It's 7. No. It's good. Right, this work is perfectly fine. But stop it. Yeah, this logging, it's getting out of control. I know, but it's with these maps and everything. All right, but I see it's working perfectly fine. All right. What I'm gonna do is what's going on? Clear. Can I type? I'm gonna add everything. I'm gonna say git commits added check and we needed to test bet, but that's gonna work perfectly fine. Add check and bet and it's gonna be atomic int like this, right? Yeah. All right. Are there any questions, my dear high-value engineers, high-value software engineers? What do you want to talk about? What do you want to know? Where can I help you with? Tell me everything, and I will tell you everything. Oh my God, what is this? And the 69 Omega girls are back in the chat, ladies and gentlemen. But Nightbot will slap their cheeks. It is what it is. Icebear, it's almost 3. I can't sleep. Whoa. How the F can I fix my sleep cycle? That's a good question. Sleep is hard to... I don't know, man. Exercise, maybe? But not before... Do not your exercises just before sleep, but I mean, if you do exercises during the day. Is this project on public on GitHub? Yes, my man, it is. It's in every description of this stream. Or if you wait 10 minutes after the stream, you will see a comment of me. A comment of me. It's in the comments. It's in the pinned comments of every poker stream. How can I get into blockchain dev? I'm a full stack web dev, but looking to get into blockchain, been learning Golang. Well, I think you're doing a very good job right now, Amadasino. Right, there's only one blockchain. You know what it is? There's only one blockchain goat, Golang goat, and that's Anthony GG on my channel. So if you're here and you go through all my series, the blockchain from scratch, the exchange from scratch, and all that stuff, you're gonna be legit a savage coding monster. Jump into the Discord, and yeah, just learn that stuff, and then make a nice CV, make a nice resume, and apply for a job. Apply for a job, and say, with my compliments, with my greetings, and it's gonna be all good. And it's gonna be all good. And like I mentioned before, for the people that are not subscribed, please consider subscribing to my channel if you like the content that I'm providing. Jump into my Discord where we the complete day we are extracting value with each other, we're helping each other, and especially for Patreons, for the highest tier Patreon supporters, each month I will write out a business use case everybody can try to solve. It's a real coding challenge, as if it was as if you needed to do that for a real time, for your day-to-day job, a real assessment you need to do. And by the end of each month, I do a special live stream exclusive for these people where we're going to review this, and that are very nice projects you can put on your CV, on your resume. That's the value you get here, right? Awesome. I checked those out. Yeah, it's nice, man. I built some front-end apps, but I found the back-end so much better. Yeah, I see. But front-end is also important because if you want to build things, if you want to make things happen in your life, or in a startup or whatever, building a front-end is very important also. You need to know. If you can know the two, then it's perfectly fine. If you can, and even better, if you can build and you can sell, you're a god. And that's the problem with a lot of people, and that's what I'm also learning in my community. I'm learning people how to sell themselves. I'm knowing people how to market, how to sell stuff, how to build stuff. Because you can be the most smart person in the world. If you cannot sell, if you cannot market yourself, you're not gonna make it. Well, you're not gonna make it is maybe exaggerated, but you know what I mean, right? In the business world, if you can build stuff and you can sell stuff, you're a god. So you need to learn that. Lanagan, if someone is behind the net, how he can receive messages from... Yeah, that's a good question. I have no clue. Not yet. We could make a solution for that, but yeah, I mean, I think that is a little bit of out of scope. But it's well pretty nice that you came up with that you thought about that potential problem, right? Because it is a potential problem. And there are tricks to solve that, but I think that's a little bit of out of scope. That's a little bit out of scope, in my opinion. Yeah, man. Blood on the streets. Let me open up Twitter real quick. What's going on, man? What is this? What is this? FTX. Oh, look at this. FTX is now worth $1 according to Bloomberg's estimated down from 32 billion. Man. This is crazy. Amadasino. True. I'm like a mid to senior level React guy, so now I have to fill in the gaps on the back. Yeah, man, that's very nice. I love what you say. I feel you. The only way to make good apps is to know both, for sure. You're right. Yeah, because it's very important that even as a developer or people in life, or a man in life, a person in life, that you are self-sufficient, right? That basically means that you cannot depend on somebody else. That's a big problem. So even as a developer, although my specialty is also not the front end, but I can make perfect React apps. I can know React, I know Vue. I did some Angular way back in the day. Am I a specialist? No, I am. But I can make apps, right? I can build stuff with it, right? It's very important. I have started myself where I did a very big portion of the front end myself, right? Very important. So if your gap is the back end, then it's very amazing that you're filling that. But I think if you know JavaScript, if you know how to program, because you're telling me that you're a mid to senior level, it's not big of a deal. It's just a little bit of the syntax you're gonna get used to, right? These different languages, but you will do perfectly fine, right? Maybe the decentralization, the distributed concepts, maybe peer-to-peer stuff and all that, and these algorithms, these consensus algorithms and blockchain, maybe that's a little bit overwhelming, but you will do a very good job. What is a good time for bed? Anthony GG is live. 20 grams of pure serotonin straightly injected into your brain. Bam. We're sending you the messages, man. Walter White. Yep. All right. Are there any questions left? I'm open for business for 2 minutes, and then I'm gonna eat my proteins, watch some cheap dopamines, and then I'm gonna probably call it a day and go to sleep, because tomorrow no stream, by the way. Tomorrow no stream, but Friday I will be back better than ever, because tomorrow I'm going out. Yeah. Ice Bear, man, go to sleep. What are you still doing here, man? Tell me a perfect time for a bed. Man, listen, I always go to bed at 11 p.m. which is basically in 1 hour, right? In 1 hour I go to bed. Each time, and sometimes it can be 12, but not later as that. Each single time, and I wake up each 7 o'clock each morning, each fucking morning. But when I say each morning, I say each morning. Saturday, Sunday, Monday, each day. No matter what happens, I can go out. I will be awake at 7. I don't know what it is. It's just biological shenanigans going on. Yeah, the distributed stuff will definitely take some time. I made APIs with Gin and Fiber, but in blockchains. Yeah, man, I would recommend to check the microservice that I made, or the microservice series, and especially the JSON series, the JSON project series. Definitely check it out, because I'm gonna learn new stuff. So you don't need Fiber and Gin, because I don't like them, especially Gin. If I were you, delete Gin and never use it. Fiber, maybe. But in Golang you don't need them, because the standard library is already good. Yeah, Icebear, but I don't think you can instantly do that, right? Icebear, I think you need to get into that rhythm, right? You need to get into that rhythm. Thank you, Amir, man. Thank you for Amir Abrahimi. Nice name, by the way. It sounds like an MMA fighter, like Khabib Merga. I don't know what his back name is. Makaev. These guys, these are wild, man. These are wild guys. They are very good fighters. Anyway, thanks everyone for watching. The code is available on GitHub. It's in the pinned comment of the streams. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and put questions in the comments. Join the Discord, and if you really want to see exclusive content, support me on Patreon. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video, which will be... Maybe I'm gonna release a video tomorrow, but otherwise I will see you Friday on stream. Bye-bye. Thanks for watching.